So I'm out today in my favorite wooded area with Ted and Jeremy, and down here maybe all of 4 inches, I just pulled up this bit here, which is a thimble. I have never actually found one that is intact like this and not completely smashed, but it's just brass, but it's got some silver plate, maybe a little bit of fancy. But I don't have my brush today, so I probably won't be able to clean it much in the field, but either way, it's a really cool find. I'll take it. Let's see if we get something else. So I just pulled up this spoon bowl here, and it doesn't look like anything too crazy. It's just silver plate, but I was fishing around in the hole, and I pulled up this. So I got the handle to the spoon, and let me tell you, that is one fancy handle if I can get that to focus. So it's still, either way, it's still silver plate, but it's a really cool piece. I'll definitely take it. Let's see if we get something else. So we have moved on to a new site, and I just pulled up a button. Not much that I can see there. It looks like it does have some writing on it, though. I can't read it that well, but I'm going to go ahead and get it cleaned up, and I'll loop you back in. So here it is all cleaned up. It's a little bit beat up, but it says kids or something like that. MW. Not sure what it is, but it definitely looks like it's got some H to it, so I'll take it. Let's see if we get something else. So I have been finding nothing in this farm field until the last 5 minutes. I just pulled up this bit here, and it appears to be some sort of clover. Looks like maybe it had some bedazzled something in it, but probably a pin, I would guess, but it's a really cool find. I'll take it. Let's see if we get something else. So I just pulled up this fancy bit here. It is just a pencil eraser, but it is a really old looking pencil eraser. And this site is a schoolhouse, so it makes sense for this to be here. It's a cool find though. I'll take it. Let's see if we get something else. So I'm down really deep, and I thought this one was going to be an Indian, but no. It looks like we have another little button here. Yeah, just a 2-hole button. It's still a cool find though. I'll take it. No fancy or anything that I can see. Definitely aluminum, but still a button. Let's see if we get something else. So this one came in just like an Indian. While my Amphibia is getting serviced, I'm using an AT Pro, and for an idea of what this sounded like, it was like a 75-76, and it's got some sort of writing on it. It's a little eagle on a globe. I can't read it just yet, but I think, yeah, it looks like it was a pin of some sort. I'm going to go and get this all cleaned up, and when I can read that a little bit better, I'll loop you back in. So here it is all cleaned up. It's something machinery from Racine, Wisconsin. So a long way from home there. But whatever it is, it's a cool piece. I'll take it. Let's see if we get something else. So I've got a coin here in this clump. I figured we'll do a live reveal here. It's looking very green. If I can hold on to it. I'm going to guess an Indian because it did not ring good at all. And I think that's a wreath. We'll see what this side's going to give me. Not much that I can see, actually. I'm going to go ahead and try and get this cleaned up a little bit, and when I got an ID, I will loop you back in. Well, the back's not looking so good, but we do have an ID. It is an Indian head penny. The best part about it, though, the front of this turned out phenomenal. It's an 1893, but it is full Liberty, full denticles, all the beads. This was a mint state coin when it was dropped, I think. So I will take that for sure. So in the pouch that goes. Let's see if we get something else. I've got another something round in the hole. This one looks like it's got writing on it. Maybe a button of some kind. Yeah, it says key on it on the front. I'll give it a pants rub and get that cleaned up a bit. Yeah, so key on the front, back. Something, maybe a shank spot. Something. Not sure, but it's a really cool find though. I'll take it. Let's see if we get something else. So I'm literally right up on the fence. Haven't really worked this area much, and I got a coin right there. I can already see, I'm 99% sure it's an Indian, and it is, maybe? Oh yeah, I can see the headdress now. Definitely an Indian. Not in very good shape, so I'm going to have to go ahead and work this a little bit, and when I get some detail, I'll loop you back in. Well, this one is a real piece of work. It is in 1903. You can barely see it, but I'm thinking this one is going to need some work with the Andres pencils. Some very serious work with the Andres pencils before I'll be able to see anything on this. Either way, it's another Indian, though. I'll take it. Let's see if we get something else. So I've got a penny down in the hole, And I did take a look. I do think it is a wheat penny. And there it is. Yeah, 1 cent. So maybe we'll get an old date off of this one. Nothing that I can see just yet. It's a little bit tough. I'll go ahead and get this all cleaned up, and if it's an old date, I'll loop you back in. So here's the wheat all cleaned up. I couldn't see it well through the camera, but it is a nice green one, and it is a 1920. So in the patch that goes, that's the first for the night. Let's see if we get something else. So I just pulled up this bit here. It's got a JP on it, and it's made of lead, which leads me to believe that I've got a bale seal. So I thought this was a piece of trash out of the hole until I rubbed it and saw the letters, but it's a really cool find. I'll take it. Let's see if we get something else. So I just went way down deep and out popped this thing here. It looks like a nickel to me. Oh, it's a buffalo. I can already see it. That's a good start for the night. It feels nice because right now it is about 30 degrees and I am very, very underdressed for the weather, but a buff will certainly warm me up a bit. I think I'm going to get a date off of it too, actually. So I'll go ahead and get this all cleaned up and I'll loop you back in. Well, I was wrong about it having a date because it is very, very dateless, it appears. No mint mark on the back either, but it's still a buffalo nickel. I'll take it. Let's see if we get something else. So I just went way down there. Turns out the target was quite a bit smaller. It's actually right here. And that, I don't have any doubt about it, that is going to be my first ever sterling religious pendant. Oh yeah, that's wiping nice and clean. I'm going to go ahead and scour this for a back mark, and when I grab it, I will loop you back in. So I'm now onto a very green coin here, and I think I can see, yeah, it's just a wheat penny, but it's a green one, so maybe it'll be an older one. Not seeing much for a date just yet. I think I see 30s though. Looks like we have got us a something. 1937 it looks like. I think that's a D mint mark as well. That's number 1 for the night. I'll take it. Let's see if we get something else. So I'm back out at the park again today, and it's been a little bit slow going so far, but I've got my first notable find of the day. That's going to be this collar stud here. If I can get that all cleaned up. This one is definitely not as nice as the last one I dug with all the enamel on it, but I'll still take it. Yeah, definitely a collar stud. If I can find any sort of back mark or anything like that, I'll loop you in. Other than that, let's see if we get something else. So I'm down pretty deep again, and I just pulled up what appears to be something round, and I'll start with the iron bit. I think this is just the shank or snap or whatever it is, but also got this here, which is the face to a button. It definitely looks like it's got some age to it. I'll go ahead and get a pants rub on that and see if I can get you some detail. But there does not appear to be any detail on it, but that's still a cool piece. I'll take it. Let's see if we get something else. Well, this is a sight for sore eyes. It has been very slow today, and I just finally pulled my first wheat of the day out of this eroded area here. Probably not going to be a very old one, but we'll see what we have. Looks like we got something 6 with a D. Probably a 56, I would guess. Or 46 D looks like. Either way, it's still a wheat penny. I'll take it. Let's see if we get something else. Hey everybody, Bug Eater back with another wrap up for my last few hunts. So these last couple hunts gave me a great variety of finds. So we'll start off at the top with the silverware. We got an iron knife, and I've also got this super, super fancy plated spoon. You can see that handle is just beautiful. Then here's the back of that, and the bowl of which was broken off. I got a Tangy lipstick tube pencil eraser. Then I got a JP bag seal. I got this thimble, which is my first intact one. It's just plated, but it's got some fancy on it. There's a little 9 there, probably the size. I got a religious pendant that I could have sworn was silver, but it was actually plated. Several buttons. Then a couple of these have some writing on them. And then this one here is just a back, and I cannot make out the back mark. I got a few pins as well. I got this gold-plated bar pin. Smashed it in half with the shovel, but that's okay. I got this clover here, and then this one here, which is for JIK threshing machinery. Then this would have been a stick pin, but the pin is long gone. That's a really cool eagle on the globe. And then I also got a collar stud as well. This one a little bit bent up. And then onto the coins, I got a couple of wheat pennies. I got a 1920 and a 1937 D.
I also got a buffalo nickel, which you probably won't be able to see it because I just barely caught it under the microscope, but it is a 1918 and it has a Denver Mint mark on the back. Again, pretty tough to see. And I got a couple Indians as well to round out the hunt. I got a 1903 in terrible condition and an 1893 in beautiful condition. And here's the backs of these coins. But that was my hunt, guys. Thanks again for coming along. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe. And this is Bug Eater, signing out.